Once upon a time, on the wide blue sea, there sailed a young girl named Captain Caramel. She had shiny brown hair like caramel candy, and she wore a big pirate hat that was a bit too big for her head. Captain Caramel wasn't a scary pirate. She was brave, kind, and always ready for an adventure. One sunny morning, as seagulls flew around her ship, the sweet wave, Captain Caramel stood at the wheel. She took out an old yellow map she had found in a glass bottle. On the map was a drawing of a beautiful bay called the Bay of Emerald Water Lilies. Right in the middle of the bay, there was a red X. And as every pirate knows, X means treasure. "Crew," Captain Caramel called. "We are sailing to the Bay of Emerald Water Lilies. There's treasure waiting for us." Her small crew cheered. There was Cookie, the clever parrot who liked to repeat funny words, Patchy, a boy with one sock always missing, and Muffin, a sleepy cat who liked to nap on barrels. They sailed for many days. At night, Captain Caramel looked at the stars to find the way. During the day, they watched dolphins jump and played sea songs on a little wooden flute. One morning, the water around the ship turned green and shiny. Big, round water lilies floated everywhere, as if they were guarding something special. "We've reached the Bay of Emerald Water Lilies," shouted Captain Caramel. But the water lilies were so thick, the ship couldn't go any further. Captain Caramel had an idea. She put on her small boat, and Patchy came along, holding the map. Cookie flew above, and Muffin stayed behind to sleep. The small boat floated slowly between the lilies. Some lilies were so big, they looked like green umbrellas on the water. Little frogs croaked, and dragonflies danced in the warm air. Finally, Captain Caramel saw a stone sticking out of the water. On the stone was a carving. "Here lies the treasure of the Emerald Bay," Patchy pointed. "Captain, look, there's the X on the map right here." Captain Caramel jumped into the shallow water. It was cool and smelled like flowers. She pulled away some lilies and found a wooden box covered in moss. Captain Caramel and Patchy worked together to open the box. Inside, they found something shiny, a beautiful golden crown with green stones, matching the color of the water lilies. They also found a small letter. The letter said, "To the brave soul who finds this crown, wear it to see the magic of the bay." Captain Caramel put the crown on her head. Suddenly, the bay sparkled even brighter. The water lilies began to open, and in the middle of each lily bloomed the most amazing flowers Captain Caramel had ever seen, flowers that glowed softly, like little green lanterns. Fish with shiny scales swam around them, making the water look like it was full of tiny stars. Captain Caramel smiled. "This isn't just a treasure of gold," she said softly. "It's a treasure of beauty and magic." They took the crown back to the ship, but Captain Caramel didn't keep it locked away. Every night, she wore the crown and sailed back into the bay to see the glowing flowers and dancing fish. The crew sat together, telling stories and watching the magic of the emerald lilies. And so, Captain Caramel learned that sometimes the real treasure isn't gold or jewels, but the wonderful places you find, the friends who sail with you, and the secrets of nature you discover together. From that day on, Captain Caramel and her crew always had a special place to go. A hidden bay, where water lilies glowed, like little emerald moons, and where every night felt like a new adventure.